All right, everybody, and we are back with some Super Mario, Super Metroid. I don't know what I'm thinking. VARIA Randomizer with redxparasite once again. Without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and pass it off to you. Good luck and have fun.
All right, I'm back. I got Super Metroid into the marathon again. So we're going to be doing a randomizer this time. So, everything's been shuffled around. Have to find the key upgrades that I need to beat the game as quickly as possible. So a few things to note before we get into it. The settings that I'm using, the difficulty is set to normal, so it will expect me to know, some of the basic tricks, like your mock balls, those sorts of things. Some of them will be in logic, but it won't be expecting me to do any of like the really hard stuff and the stuff that I would consider to be not all that fun, like gravityless Meridia or suitless Lower Norfair. I might have to do some Hells runs in Upper Norfair or some other things like that, but nothing that will slow it down too much. The other setting that I want to talk about here is the progression setting. So it's set to speedrun, and so the way that it works here is it uses a random fill algorithm. That's fancy speak for saying that it tries to balance out how many major upgrades it puts in each area, which what that means is that the seat time will be hopefully more consistent. We'll be visiting probably most of the major areas. It's possible that we could skip one or two, but expect to see most of the areas in at least some capacity. So I guess the last one I can wait to talk about until we actually get into the game. So got my controls all set up here. I should turn on Moonfall though. That would be good. And without further ado, I don't need to count myself down. I can just go. So I'm going to have to click into the timer, hit start, and then immediately start the game. And we are rolling. So I had a joke planned about, somebody making a demake of Dread, because Dread was going to be after this originally, and then the schedule changed. So, my disappointment is immeasurable and my joke is ruined. But, yeah, the randomizer lets you have some different palettes. This happens to be one of my favorites. Oop, and I messed up the Moonfall here by going left, which is I can't say that I've messed it up in that exact way before, so that's fun. So the last setting that I have on right now is something called Full Countdown. So what you see in the top left corner above my energy is the number of major upgrades left in this area. So Morph Ball counts as one of those, so you see that takes it down one. So that's helpful in letting me know if I need to search an area anymore. Because if I find all the major upgrades, then I don't need ammo or other stuff. Then I can just move on. So it helps makes the seeds a little bit more consistent. Since I can just leave. Is it even randomized? There's your first hint right there. It's randomized. Let's see what's in the ceiling here. Nope, I do kind of want that right now, actually. All right, I need to kind of set this up a little bit better. So it's much easier to hit this if you get it at the very beginning when you come into the room, because the first jump that it does is basically perfect on the backswing. Once you get after that point, it's a bit of a crapshoot. We're doing a great job with this. I cannot believe that one didn't get it. We're gonna stand here and get this for a while because I need bombs. That's one of the things that is really good to have early. And I did the turnaround just a bit too early there. And now it's too wide. So okay, this is not going so hot. Okay, we'll go over here and grab this. I'll try it one more time. I'll get one more set of ones. tries on that. I would like to get it. There should be like bombs or something else to get me out. But it might be expecting me to get that one. So, nope. Did a spin jump there. Not doing so hot with this trick. Gonna retreat again. This is just execution on me. Like this is, I know nothing about the seed yet, really. Aside from the fact that it gave me morph ball early. There we go. Was that so hard? Apparently. Okay, so I'm gonna go up here to the Billy Mays room since we have power bombs. Nice thing about this is that I can just good job. Say how easy it is to wall jump up this, and then I mess it up. So criteria includes all of Blue Brinstar and the stuff up on the surface. So there are still quite a few checks where that could be right now. So we did get more power bombs and an energy tank, though. That's good stuff to have this early on. So until I find regular bombs, I have to use power bombs for anything that you'd get with bombs. Including bomb jumps if I don't have the spring balls. So that can be a bit tough to deal with. I'm gonna set all this stuff to on. So the randomizer has options for taking out the item fanfare, which is great. You know, it makes things faster in real time. Makes it a bit harder to run the tracker. So let's see what's under Mother Brain's tank here. It's a reserve tank. It's another good thing to find early. More health is good at this stage. Like, we'll need at least 3 tanks to beat the game. I will probably end up finding more of that throughout the course of our item hunting here, but the reason I like having health early is just because some of the checks in Brinstar coming up involve going in rooms with large hoppers, and those will deal a lot of damage to us without any suits. I think it's like 60 damage. Is there any way to soft lock by not getting certain items when needed? So one nice quality of life feature that the randomizer has is it has anti-soft lock patches in it. Let's see. I could go down and do Terizo. There's still a fair amount of stuff in criteria that I won't be able to get. Like, I can't do the gauntlet stuff right now. Just because, well, I technically could. Let's just say that I won't, because it's not fun. I'd have to do the wall jump method to get up there, and that's something that I don't really want to do right now. So we'll leave those upgrades there, or expansions. I guess the most proper term would be checks. We don't know what they are yet. We'll just leave them be for now. Oop, morphed a little bit late. There we go. Yeah, so for now, we'll just head to Brinstar, since there are a lot of checks that we can get there without that many upgrades. Yeah, well, we got our first missile. Not the most critical thing to have, but it's nice to have at least some of them. Makes dealing with certain enemies easier. Oop. So hopefully there's some good stuff down here. So we've got 3 things here in Green Brinstar. Should get something. We'll be able to do most of these checks. So that's just a power bomb. I won't complain about that right now. There will be a point that getting more power bombs will be not that helpful. We're still at a point where they can be somewhat handy. Okay, that is a get. So, was not expecting to find gravity that early. I have had some seeds where that's happened. Although I think they ended up being a little bit slower in the late game for other reasons. I think I got like some suits early, but then I didn't get some key movement stuff until later. So we'll see if this seed can buck the trend. Fortunately, that means we won't be seeing the VARIA suit sprite at all, because I don't really have a reason to take off gravity. Messed up the damage boost there. Oop, let's get these things off. So everyone say hi to the animals. We're probably saving them later. Gravity suit is in logic for the Meridia checks. Well, I could turn gravity off. That is a feature in this game, but that would take some extra time to do. So I'm actually in really good spot for power bombs right now. If I didn't have as many power bombs as I do, I would have to like stop and grind for them in places. And there are good places to do that here, but it does, you know, take time, so it is sort of a drag. This is one of the side hopper rooms. I am very happy that it did the high jump on that second one. I mean, I have gravity suit now, so it's not that big of a deal. Well, that's not one that I like to see this early on. I suppose the upside is we could potentially microwave things later, since we have that, but we do have to find plasma in order for that to be a possibility. So we're wrapping up the... Oh, well, there you go. Okay, so we got speed booster. That will help. I could actually go and do wrecked ship after this. So that seems to be the obvious routing choice to me. Since I can make it across easily, I've got the suits to help deal with the damage. And I've got enough ammo to take on Fantoon here, so that's not going to be an issue. Oop. Right, so one kind of annoying thing that the speed booster does is if you don't have high jump boots, it actually nerfs your jump height, which you can make up for. Oh, yeah, first try on that. Cool. But yeah, for whatever reason, it just nerfs your jump height if you don't have high jump. So it can actually be beneficial to turn it off if you need more height, like I did right there. So no major upgrades here in Red Brinstar, so I probably didn't need to come down here. I'm glad I did, though. We were able to find a tank. But I think I'll skip out on the rest of them. And we'll just head up. And then I can also mark off the things that I got during my latest haul. X-ray scope. There we go. I see there's a lively debate in chat about the animals. So we'll go into the menu here, turn back on speed booster. We need it for section coming up. Get that key hunter out of the way. Got a reserve tank. So we're now in the wrecked ship area, so we'll see what's here. Only one thing. I guess the upside is that we already have gravity and speed booster, so helps make this section a little bit earlier, a little bit faster. Got kind of stuck on the D-pad there after I charged the Shine Spark. The upside of having gravity is that it will make that energy tank check easier to do to get to that point, or we just don't need to do that because the major upgrade was Ice Beam, so we can just defeat Phantoon and leave. So that's the countdown timer coming in clutch for us there. Enemy getting in the way. So we've got the things now that I could do. Actually, the rest of criteria. So we'll probably do that after we get out of here. Yeah. Some things got in the way. Phantoon's being nice, though. Yep, okay, thought this was a slow pattern, and it was. Oh, I'm actually out of missiles. Well, that means we get to sit through this attack for a while, because I accidentally fired a super missile at Phantoon, so. How's everyone doing? Having a good time? Okay, we didn't get the super fast one on that. Unfortunate. Should actually be grinding for missiles some here. I'm like pretty low on them. Ah, so close. Yeah, we'll definitely get him on this cycle though. Or I could miss. That's also a possibility. All right, and he's dead, so that seems like a good time to mark off that we got the Ice Beam. And we've got, so the only thing that could shoot us in the foot later is if we don't end up finding beams. Because right now I don't have a ton in the way of ammo. I have enough to do some of the easier stuff, but like Ridley, Mother Brain would both be a bit of a challenge at this point. With the amount of ammo that I have. It's unfortunately not the kind of ammo that I'm looking for. So hopefully we'll make up for it in some of the future areas. So actually I'm gonna, or I could miss the charge. I was going to Shine Spark across this, but my fingers had other plans. So I'll head back into criteria here. Oh, I got the continuous wall jump. Let's go. That saved me a very minimal amount of time, but it looks cool. So that's what matters. All right, so I have to be careful here. I do need to Shine Spark up here. I guess we won't do the full Shine Spark into the gauntlet. Just because we don't have the weight beam, so we can't do the wraparound shot for that. And that will help with health conservation here. I mean, you could open the door and then like charge it, but at that point it'd just be faster to go through it normally. Doesn't take that many. I think we just barely have enough with how many tanks and how much health that I have right now. Gonna be a little bit careful here, make sure that I don't take too much of a dip into the acid. Do have the gravity suit, so we don't get slowed down by it, which is good. So yeah, we should be fine on the health here. I do have to use power bombs for all of these because I can't destroy these blocks any other way. Okay, so got to be careful here. Got to line ourselves right up with the middle there so that we hit both of these crumble blocks at the same time. So that is one of our major upgrades. Not the most important one. Could potentially be a nice quality of life one, though. So I believe that means there's something at the Criteria super missile spot then. As long as my memory isn't faulty, we've gotten everything else. So actually going to use my reserve tank here. Might farm for some health from the pirates as well. Or they could give me missiles. Awesome. I'm losing more health than I'm gaining from this at this point. They're just giving me missiles. There's some health. Because I don't have a clean way out of there, so I need to Shine Spark up. And I also will need to take some damage from the spikes as well. So just making sure that we don't put ourselves in too bad of a situation. By doing this. We should be fine. Like, we have the gravity suit, so we won't take as much damage from the spikes. You know what? Did I ever get the power bomb to the left of the morph ball? I don't think I did. So we're going down there. We're basically done with criteria otherwise, so it's, you know, one of the ways that we could go to get down to Kraid and Norfair, which is where we're going to need to be going next. Meridia too. Right, I can't make that jump with Speed Booster. Well, that wouldn't really have unlocked much of anything for us by itself, so we didn't really miss out on much by not having that. Obviously, it will be good to have for damage in the near future, and also like just making it so that we don't have to go through any gates backwards. So it'll be nice for that quality of life. So we'll be heading down now. Fortunately, we don't need to check X-ray scope. Could actually probably use that health recharge. Well, I'll go and do Kraid first, so we should get some drops from that. So I'm not too worried, but it potentially have been a good idea to do that. So if we don't find, right, probably gonna need to turn off Speed Booster for this again, just to make this easier on the muscle memory. So yeah, the main thing that I'm looking for right now is VARIA suit, just so that I don't have to do Hell's runs in Norfair. Okay, there is something here in Kraid. Be very funny if it was the VARIA suit. Oh, I slightly missed the shot there. No matter what it is, hopefully it'll be something good for us. I'll just come back here and grab the extra pickup from this. The major upgrade behind Kraid normally is VARIA, so there is a chance that, you know, we could have vanilla VARIA. Nice. So we got the quick kill on Kraid. Got a continuous wall jump in there for swag. Well, that's not the VARIA suit, so dreams crushed. Sorry, everyone. So that unlocks like one check for us. It might make some movement easier in areas as long as we don't have space jump or high jump. So there's some potential value for that right now. But not too much. Most likely. So we'll do a quick jaunt down to Lower Norfair here just to at least see what's down there. Only one thing not looking promising. I'm just going to do the high jump boots check, and if we don't get it, then I'm going to leave. It's not looking good so far. It's going to have to be at high jump boots, and I'm not holding my breath. I should have been holding my breath. So space jump, very nice to have in the absence of high jump. So I do have a setting on here that allows me to space jump as fast as I want. There's no restriction on how quickly you can do that like there normally would be in Super. Which will be very, very good considering we don't have high jump. We are going to need to rely on that to gain height in Meridia here. Since that's the obvious next step for where we should go next. Okay, so we got 2 here in West Meridia. That's good. So we'll get this one. That's not it. We will need to be kind of careful here. We don't have a lot of health. And the enemies here do more damage, so I'm going to try to avoid taking damage here. And I actually... Normally I'd Shine Spark to get this, but since we don't have the health, we'll just spam space jump up. Oh, that's good. You like to see that. So we've got fully powered beams. We just need charge to get the full efficacy out of our beams. I do have a weaker version of charge enabled on this seed. Just so that I have access to pseudo screw attacks as a quality of life thing. And there's certain enemies oh hi, okay. We're good for ammo now, so we just need to find the VARIA suit and we're in go mode. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna save health here as well. It's gonna be a little bit, nope. Well, now it's gonna be a lot slower. We kind of need it though. And we're doing fine on health, so it's just VARIA at this point. So East Meridia has 2. So there's a decent chance here that if it is here in Meridia, that we can skip almost all of Norfair. So that's one strike on the count for it. Won't complain about having screw attack, but it's not required. It's a very optional thing here. Oh, and we got all the stuff that we needed to microwave stuff right before like 2 of the best bosses for microwaving. All right, so don't blink. I think we didn't get enough hits there properly. Okay, yep, it's lagging out a lot because every shot contact pauses the game there. So we'll see what this is when we drive by. It's a super missile. And I didn't, I charged that too early. Try to go for either the full halfie or the full Coliseum Spark. I'm gonna go over here to Dragon and just take her out so that we have full access to Meridia here. Ooh, that was very well timed. So at this point, getting a little bit more health would be nice. Because there's a glitch that we can do during Mother Brain, but we need to have at least 7 energy tanks to do it. So this would actually be a great time for me to fill in some of the things that we have gotten on the tracker. We get set up for the microwave here. And yep, that was boss. So at this point, we do need to basically exhaust all of the checks until we find VARIA suit. So yeah, I'll just default to doing the 100% route here. Although I'll skip over things if I can see them without grabbing them, like that super missile from before. Yeah, worst check in the game is in logic. we might actually have to go over and visit. At this point, I'm seriously considering it because we really can't pass it up at this point. Hopefully we'll get lucky, but might just be safer to go over there. We did not get lucky with VARIA suit, but we do have enough health for the stand-up glitch later, so that's a positive. All right. So I'm totally throwing for the content here. Probably would skip this check most of the time. Getting in 1 block wide gaps is very hard. We're gonna visit Shack Tool here. So now we wait. Oh, you know what I could do while I'm waiting here. Let's see. We've killed Fantoon. We've killed Kraid. We've killed Ridley. Right. I got Spring Ball and I never marked that. Okay. Yeah. I think we're caught up now. We're just missing high jump, Varia, and bombs, and Spazer. But we don't care about Spazer. Anybody know any good jokes? Yeah, I'm not the person to ask for that, although the time for jokes is almost over. It is now over. I'm sorry, you've missed your opportunity. No more jokes. Oop. Worst check in the game was unfortunately not good for us. I'm sure those 5 missiles will make a huge difference. They're going to be game changing. Just watch. Oop. Okay. So we're going back up. So fortunately, we don't need to bomb that. So we'll do the plasma beam check next. And if it's not there, then it's in the left sand pit. Whee! Going all the way up here. And we are go. So we just have to take a little visit to Lower Norfair now. Say hi to Ridley. So yeah, this is going to be effectively a Norfair list seed. We got like 3 checks there. That's going to be it. Actually, you know what I'm wondering? Probably would have been fast to go back down the tube. I'm just I'm going into muscle memory here. Because you need to go this way to get left sand pit now. So hopefully we have enough speed here. Oh, just barely. Nope, I see a pun. And I also see jokes. All right, well, we're committing to this route at this point. We're gonna see what's in left sand pit. If I wanted to be faster, I could just like skip the checks altogether. But you know what? We'll see what's over there at least. Nothing that I care about. Alright, so there's a decent chance that we will finish this seed without high jump boots. Just because we don't strictly need them. Especially at this point. We have space jump, we have speed boosters, so we can get up pretty much anywhere where we need to go. Alright, so let's go. VARIA suit. We're doing pretty good on health here too, so just gonna head straight down. So sorry to all the Crocomire fans out there, he will not be appearing in this run. Gonna throw for more content by showing VARIA. We'll see. We'll just skip that energy recharge. Do not need it. So I guess we'll find out when we go into Lower Norfair here if the high jump boots. Well, I guess there's also bombs. We still haven't found bombs. So depending on how many checks here, we may or may not know where the high jump boots actually are. At this point, we're just relying on other information. Okay, they're both down here. Somewhere. So obviously, I don't need to get either of them, so we're probably not finding them. Because it doesn't make sense to go out of my way to get them at this point. We have everything else. So no Mickey Mouse room either. We can get the power bombs of shame though. I'll do that one for the crowd. Oop. Yep, I am in go mode. So we just have to kill Ridley. And we will be good to enter Torian. Oh, that was actually too far. Well, it's a good thing that I killed all of them. Because the key hunters there will cause lag. Just like these side hoppers are doing in this room when I'm laying power bombs. All right, and the power bombs of shame are the missile of shame. Yep. Did not get the Kagomorph there. We'll just wait. Oop. One of those shots did not hit. I'll also check the E-Tank after Ridley. That one's pretty fast as well. So Ridley, unfortunately, is immune to microwaving. It's like the one exception to the rule of plasma beam shots going through enemies. He just eats them up like they're, you know, breakfast or something. Okay, so no high jump does make this fight a little bit more annoying. Because sometimes he'll go really high up there. Especially if you bait him into doing the swooping pattern like I am currently doing. I have not been counting my shots. I don't know how much damage he has left exactly, but he's getting close. I think he wants to grab me now. Hey, do you like this orb? He liked the orb. All right, that's all objectives. Okay, we are in go mode, and I'm actually scared by how low the timer is right now. To give you an idea, I recorded all of the practice runs that I did, like the times that I got, just for, you know, coming up with a good estimate. And I was averaging a little over an hour, like an hour, 6 minutes. I did have some runs that were in like the 70-ish minute range. And then I also had some that were a bit shorter, so like some under an hour. This one is definitely going to come in under an hour. We are in potential best time I've ever gotten with these settings territory. Because we just have Norfair escape here. And then we have to get through Torian. Thanks to some of the randomizer patches, will take less time. Oop. Landed a little bit earlier than I wanted to on that one. Same thing with that one. Nope, and this room's lagging a lot. It likes to do that. Oh no. Throwing for the content. Oh no. I don't have high jump. My jumps. Ah, dang it. Just barely hit that ledge before it disappeared. Ooh. I guess one thing I also have to keep in mind is that we're probably saving the animals, so that will also add to the time.
As of right now, yes, we are looking to save the animals.
Would have had to undergo like a massive swing. Because save was in the lead by like over 1,000 last time I checked.
Yep, currently save is at 1,687 and kill is at 355.
Lovely. Yeah, I can't blame people. So one of the cool things that the randomizer has is an option for an animal surprise. So the animals are not going to be how you expect them to be. What are they going to be? I don't know. I've played enough of this to know most of the surprises that can show up, but I don't know which one we're getting in this seed until we get it. So we're just making our way over to Torian now. So I'm looking at the timer. I don't think we're gonna hit the sub 50 at this point, unfortunately. We'll get pretty close though. Yep, shot a little bit early there. And there we are in Torian. Yep, fell in the acid there. Fun fact, that is actually acid down there and not lava. They just put it over a lava texture to fool people into thinking that it's lava. That was interesting. Can't say I've ever had that exact interaction before. Managed to freeze the Metroid just over my head and had the Rinka in the right spot to have a little dance party. It's acidic lava. Alright, so I'm going to do a little thing here. I'm turning off the VARIA suit, and then I'm turning off the screw attack for a couple reasons. One of which is to make the stand-up glitch at the end easier. I can explain that when we get to it. Turning VARIA off also makes the baby drain your health faster here. So, you know, if you're not planning on doing baby skip, which I definitely wasn't, it can actually help save you a little bit of time back from the faster health drain. And then I turned off the screw attack so that I can do the easier version of the Zabbatite skip coming up. Probably have enough ammo to go without it, but I'm gonna do it because it's faster. I know how to do the down back method for if you have screw attack, but I'm not very well practiced at it, so just gonna go with this to be safer, more consistent. Nope, I did not do a moonfall here. So we're just gonna freeze this enemy. Okay, here, spin jump into it again to get stuck on the wall, and then we can just jump right through. Yep. I don't have screw attack on right now, so I can't just screw attack through those. So now we've just got 20 charge shots on Mother Brain here to get her out of phase 1. When she decides to stand up. Do have to be kind of careful with my jumps here because I will not be able to jump over the catch-up lasers. So I'm actually just going to like duck under that one. I could afford to get hit by one, but yeah, it's a matter of pride. So I'm going to damage myself until I get down to 7 tanks. This part's very important. So when you're above 7 tanks, the game will allow you to stand up after you get hit. But it will trigger the baby to come in as long as you're below 1 energy tank. So what you can do is by starting at more than 7 and then damaging yourself down to 1, you can get it to trigger the baby to come in while you're still able to stand up. So we can't do anything right now, but once she turns gray here in a little bit, we can actually start dealing damage to her 3rd health bar. So that's going to be coming up here in a moment. So I'm now dealing damage to the final phase while we would normally just be sitting and waiting in a cutscene. So turning VARIA suit off makes this easier because normally if you have both suits on, the rainbow beam attack will do 3 energy tanks of damage. So if you want to do the stand-up glitch, you'd have to damage down 4 tanks worth, which is possible, but it's a lot tighter. If you turn off VARIA suit, the rainbow beam will do 6 tanks to you instead, which means you only have to go through 1 tank of damage, which usually just takes 1 to 2 hits, depending on how much health you have, which makes it a lot more consistent. So let's see. Oh, that was weird. I got stuck in the moonwalk there. All right. We are at that time. Not that I think that it's changed, but are we saving the animals?
We are indeed saving the animals.
All right. We just hit the 50-minute mark, so it's going to be on the shorter end. It'll probably end up being the 2nd fastest one that I've done on these particular settings. So actually, wait a minute. I have something very important to do. For the fans, here's your VARIA suit, everyone. We're just gonna, space jump like mad up here. Nope. Okay, let's do the Shine Spark. We're coming up on the animals. Oop. They're not there. Where could they have gone? I actually don't know. I haven't seen this one before, so this is new to me. So all these doors are locked, though, including that one. All right, I'm gonna look around to see if I can find them anywhere. Nope, that one's locked too. This might be the no animals animals. See if I can do anything over to the right here or not. Nope, that's locked too. Also locked. We've got one more door. But if they're not in here, then we can't get to them. Sorry. I don't make the rules. We can't save them. And that's time.
GG.
Well, we'll see if they say themselves. I actually have not seen this one before, so I don't know how this one plays out. So that ended up being a 52-37 thanks to the troll. So everyone keep your eyes trained for the pixel coming out on the right. I don't see it. I don't think they made it out. we couldn't get in. How could they get around that one wall? Oh, okay. Game is reporting a 52-35. So that was fun. I had a good time. That was a
ton of fun to watch.
That was a pretty smooth seed in terms of routing. I didn't really have any times where I had no idea where to go, which has definitely happened in some of the practice runs that I did. And we did get to skip like a pretty big portion of Norfa there, so no animals means no deer. Oh no. I have to run another seed to save the animals. Is that what I have to do?
I mean, probably.
Is that my penance for not saving them this time?
Yeah, you have to run it until you do.
Now, hopefully that'll only take one more seed, right?
Yeah, hopefully.
All right. Well, considering I'm so underestimated, we can go until deer first, right?
Maybe this is the Mandela effect and there was never animals.
Ignore that one point in the run where we went past the Eticoons. It didn't happen.
All right. Well, this is wrapping up. Any shout outs? I know you said you were going to save your shout outs for this one, so.
Yep. I just wanted to shout out Carter, Mannix, and the rest of the staff for having me on for these runs. Had a very fun time. We get to see where the high jump boots are now. Let's see, missile lower, Norfair near wave. Okay, so that was on the way out. But in any case, it's been sort of like a down year for me on speedrunning. I haven't done as much. Looking to get back into it. But yeah, so I stream on Twitch. That's all I've got to plug.
Well, thank you so much for the games.
I'm glad you enjoyed them.
They were a ton of fun. All right, everybody, that was redxparasite doing the last two games, Dance Dance for Evolution Mario Mix and Super Metroid. It was a ton of fun having you on, but we have one more game left in our marathon with Derek GNC playing Earthbound. So make sure that you get something to drink because we all want to stay hydrated. Take a quick stretch break and we'll be right back.